Welcome back to the Emirates D10 powered by FanCode for the exciting game which is lined up. We have just witnessed where Sharjah has battled out with Fujairah, the clash of titans, and now the focus is moved on to Ajman versus Abu Dhabi for the match number 22, bringing you these live visuals from 7 districts Malek Cricket Stadium, Ajman. Well, very important game we had earlier. Now it is also one more game which is more important as we move forward. It's getting crunchy and crunchy. Let's head down straight to Ahmed Khwaja, who's got two captains at the sideline for the important toss.
Toss time for match number 22 of the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. Alongside me are the two captains and the match official. We have Adnan Ul Mulk leading team Ajman, Ali Abid of course the captain of team Abu Dhabi, and of course Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our esteemed match referee. It's going to be Adnan Ul Mulk Ajman to flip the coin. Heads is the call. It has come down as tails. So Adnan Ul Mulk winning a crucial toss. What have you decided?
We look to ball first.
And two losses in the previous game. So what is the target that you look like you are willing to chase in the second innings?
Because basically we've been batting first and it's quite difficult with the wind and everything. So that's why now we won the toss and we chose to bowl. It'll be different today.
What do you think is a reasonable target in the second innings?
At least 120 plus. We'll try to aim for that.
Any changes to the playing 11?
Yeah, Ismail is out, Ajmal is in.
Best of luck for the game, Adnan.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ali Abid, अनफॉर्चुनेटली टॉस हारे, अगर आप टॉस जीते तो क्या करते?
आज हम बैटिंग ही करने वाले थे क्योंकि बैटिंग में काफ़ी कंफर्टेबल है, तो कोशिश करेंगे अच्छा टारगेट सेट करें इनके लिए.
कल का दिन काफ़ी अच्छा गुजरा, अच्छा बाउंस बैक किया, मोहम्मद नदीम बड़े अच्छे फॉर्म में आ गए.
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी टीम के लिए बहुत फ़ायदा है क्योंकि उनका फॉर्म में आना ज़रूरी था. तो बाकियों की भी बारी लग रही है, तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे आज इनके लिए भी, इनके खिलाफ भी अच्छा खेलें.
क्या टारगेट लगता है सेफ होगा उनके लिए सेकेंड इनिंग्स में रोकने का?
T10 है तो कोशिश करेंगे 120-130 हो तो फिर उसको डिफेंड करेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
Best of luck for the game, Ali Abid.
थैंक यू.
Right then, news from the sideline is Ajman who have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Izzy. Yeah, the news coming from the sideline there, where Ajman has opted to bowl first after winning the toss. The lineup for Abu Dhabi: it's Ali Abid, the captain, Basid Hassan, Nibrar Shah, Kamran Atta, Mohammad Mohsin, Mohammad Nadeem, Nick Mohammed, Ramzan Haider getting a game here, Shehan Munasinghe, Zishan Ali, Zia Mukhtar, the fast man there. For Ajman, it's Abdul Malik, Abdul Shakur Sher, Adnan Ul Mulk, the captain, Ankur Sangwan, Ansh Tandon, who didn't had a brilliant start of the tournament so far, Harshid Kaushik, Maruf Babe, Mohammad Ajman, Shiraz Pia, Usman Khan, Yuvraj Bora completes 11 for Ajman. It will be an exciting game to watch these two teams, where Abu Dhabi has got a great game and just at perfect time of the evening when the sun is set and we are at a peak. Nick Mohammed with a strike rate of 170, but didn't had a great tournament so far. With the average is on a below side. He's got 3 innings. And I think along with him is Kamran Atta, who's having a phenomenal tournament so far at the other end with the average of slightly above than 40. With the strike rate of 210. That's a big performer. And he'll be up against this man, Shiraz Ahmed Pia. 2 wickets to his name. The economy is slightly on a higher side, but he's much better than that. He's got a lot of experience. Played some league games all round, and we are waiting for Mujahid Raza to give us a go. Yeah, there you go. The first delivery underway from the left armour, Shiraz Pia. He plays it with soft hands, Snake Mohammed. And that would be first runs on board. Starting off with a single, with the just straight bat. They're trying too much to keep it along the carpet. Abu Dhabi must be looking to score somewhere around 120 and above. And that's where they can get going. Ajman with a brilliant batting unit. It's just they're waiting for their batters to click. Kamranatha straight away picks up single and gets off the mark. Well, everyone is off the mark apart from K. Asif. Welcome.
And I'm ready to go for a big blow.
Well, you should try to play along the carpet just like these two got off the mark first.
No, this is T10, and you always require some energy. And you know, Abid, I used to come up with energy.
Oh, yeah. Give me those secret recipes for the energy.
You'd have to do dieting, some exercise, and some push-ups.
So it's a straightforward no. Not cup of my tea. I've whipped it on the onside. There'll be some work for the fielder, not a clean collect. And they'll pick up two. Very smart Abdul Shakur behind the stumps. But the batter was home easily.
Well, they have promoted Naik as an opener, and sometimes he used to play on number 3, number 4, but he's in good touch, so he got some confidence from the captain. Captain promoted him. Ali Abid, Abu Dhabi, were struggling, bit shaky somewhere in the middle of the tournament, but now they're getting momentum, and team looks really good. Kamranatha, he's in good form. Yesterday, got out on a very first delivery.
He again plays it on the onside. Good luck, Yuvraj. You'll have a lot of traffic coming your way. He's bowling onto the pads, trying to bring into the right-hander. And Naik Mohammed likes to play on the onside more often. So it's perfect scenario here where the batter is trying to get a big shot in, and bowler is twisting his arm with the batter while trying to get him on his strength. Now single, a dot ball there, the first dot ball of this game so far. Shiraz will keep things simple, fires it in. I think he's one stop for your all requirements when you look into Shiraz Ahmed for the bowling. He can bowl with the new ball. He can bowl at depth. He can bowl with the older ball as well. Perfect fast bowler that you need, Shiraz Pia.
Multinational. He got some...
Multi-talented.
Yeah, multi-talent. And this is why we used to say this when you were saying that he could bowl anywhere and maybe the first over, the last over, in the middle. Well done there. So first over gone, Abu Dhabi 5 for none.
Well, 4 runs for Naik Mohammed of 3 deliveries. Kamranatha faced 3 deliveries, scored only 1 run, and he is looking for a boundary. Both of them, in fact, looking for the boundary. That was a brilliant over to come off from Shiraz Pia. Now to be another left armer coming in from the far end, and he'll be looking for a wicket. I think that's how it works in pairing. One needs to contain runs and the other one needs to strike wickets. It's it back to Malek. Oh!
It was a good delivery. He didn't came up with the sheer pace, just bowled on a right length, right area. Naik Mohammed, he always loves pacey deliveries. He hit hard. You can see his powerful arm, strong arm. And he's the batter who always loves to make some room to hit out of the park.
Oh, this time he got it completely wrong. He was trying to bowl outside off and got it away. Kashif Billah along with Mujahid Raza, the two umpires for this game. And look at that. Well done, Abdul Shakur. That was a real tester for the wicketkeeper.
Outside the off stump, and he was trying to bowl away from the body, maybe somewhere on the fourth stump. And edged, and this time some lucky runs for Naik.
He tried to play on the onside, got the thick edge that flies off. And there was nobody to take that one. It's just when you want to hit it hard. That's how it needs to be done.
So welcome boundary for Abu Dhabi. This is the second over. Still, Naik Mohammed isn't getting the proper connection.
Yeah, you don't get satisfied until you don't get that meat. Just like that, steps out of the crease and hits it long way up in the air. One bounce into the rope, 4 runs. That's what he was looking, that kind of a connection.
Yes, two fielders outside the circle, a deep mid-wicket, and a fielder was a long off. And a couple of steps you could see, and head over the long on. Another boundary, so 2 consecutive boundaries for Naik.
Oh, this time he pulled his length back and slightly slower as well. Good technique there from Abdul Malek.
Variations always work, and I'm telling you, this T10 is always about the improvisation. Either you're batting, if you're batting, go for the reverse sweep, paddle sweep, some scoops, maybe down the track all the time. And if you're bowling, if you're coming up with the slow off cutter, leg cutter, yorker, bouncer, really work.
Yeah, for bowlers, I would agree with you. Yeah, this time, bowls down the leg side. Couldn't really get that angle away. So, but for batting, I've always been backing the strength. So you need to play straight as much as you can, no matter what format you're playing. That's your area, should be. Down the ground, play in the V. Otherwise, if you're looking for the big shots, you can play on the merit of the ball. But those ram shots and paddle shots. Oh, this one a jab. And straight to the throat of Van Standard. He takes that brilliant catch, an easy one in the end. And it's a wicket number 1. Malek strikes, Naik Mohammed walking off.
After the first boundary, they've changed the plan. Malek, once again, bowled a fuller, and Naik didn't time well. The fielder was on the boundary, and Ashton, no mistake. So Naik is going back to the pavilion, 15 for 1.
Coming in at number 3 is the player of the match from the previous game of Abu Dhabi. Mohammad Nadeem. He likes to go hard against the left arm spinners. Oh, that's gone up in the air. But that would be slightly away from the fielder. And a bit of a chase there for Usman. Yeah, look at that. That wasn't really a convincing shot, but where she goes. Almost to the boundary line.
2 overs gone, 17 for 1.
New bowler coming in is Mohammad Ajman. Another fast bowler, but he's got a phenomenal economy. He's got 5 wickets to his name already in the tournament. A great option. A perfect all-rounder. Can roll his arms for a few overs and also can bat up to the order as well.
In T10 cricket, it's an extraordinary effort. Look at the average. 7.60.
Yeah, so has the economy as well.
Abed, I want you to keep in your record that the first time I'm agreeing with you in the commentary. As you said earlier, you were talking about the batting technique. The basic is to play in the V. Well, totally agree with you. 100% you're right. I was talking about some improvisation. If you talk about the players who were really good in the V, one of them was Michael Bewan and the other was Abdur Razak from Pakistan. Both were extremely good finishers. So if you got this ability that you could play very good in V, long off, long on, extra cover, mid-wicket region, I think you could be a perfect batter.
When you're talking about the perfect finishes, you can't be missing out the name of MS Dhoni. So he's another fine example when it comes to talk about the finisher's job. He was a master in that art, but he was more flexible and more of a playing on the merit of the ball. He's got few new shots as well. That helicopter, he invaded that shot, and then the rest we knows that what he's achieved.
Wow, what a player he was. What a skipper he was. Cool man. This guy, the coach of Abu Dhabi, feeling well after a couple of victories. Yes, as I said earlier, they got some defeats and now their team is struggling and struggling hard.
Kamran Atta goes hard. Onside, and that's a simple catch again for Ansh. Well, the pressure just mounted over. Kamran Atta felt the pressure. It's Ajman who struck gold. Big wicket walking off. Kamran Atta departs.
And he tried to pull that towards mid-wicket. Wasn't a good connection, but catch was perfect. So another wicket. Ajmal got another wicket there. 21 for 2.
Ali Abed, the new man in, the captain has walked in. He didn't had a great tournament so far, to be very honest. He's a lot classy, a big hitter of the ball, and a Mr. Reliable. Oh, what a delivery from Ajmal. He deceived him completely with that outswinger.
And now, coming again on your point, if you're not playing with the straight bat, not coming up with the basic technique, that was the first delivery, and he played cross the line, remained lucky, and that's the problem, that he's not able to perform well in this tournament so far.
Yeah, that willow has a lot of red dots. I think probably he's just trying to adapt this format. This time, Ajmal got it wrong. Sprayed it down the leg side.
Weaver delivery down the leg side, as you said, and he went once again for full shot. He could have timed just, but he was using power. He wasn't in the line.
Yeah, looking forward for that swivel. Knocked the leg stump. Rocked it. Rockstar. Mohammad Ajmal has produced 3 wickets. The wicket number 3, pardon me. What a delivery.
It was right in the block hole, and Ali Abid again when crossed the line, wanted to play towards mid-wicket. What a good delivery that was. Captain departs on duck. 22 for 3.
Now there he comes. Maroof Bape. Well, he's got to roll his arms where his partners has provided the perfect platform. The 3 wickets are down at 22 after 3 overs. These fast bowlers have done wonderful job starting off from Shiraz Pia, who didn't pick up wicket, but then provided that start which was just 5 runs over. And now Nadeem is there witnessing all this dramas. And he's over and out there. And it's been a really not a convincing start for Abu Dhabi.
Yes, Abu Dhabi is in trouble after 3 overs. They have lost their 3 important batters. Rohan is not in the side, but there now. Shehan, Nadeem. Nadeem is in good form. Now all the responsibility on his shoulders. They would have to make at least 90, 100 runs.
Have to back your strength there. You should have a plan B when your top order has just been dismantled. You have to bring your best out. Nadeem got a lot of responsibility to do. Shehan need to support him well. Yeah. Well, I see some serious movement there. Maroof with a bit of a stare.
That was a very good delivery. Very, very good delivery. Look at the length. Look in the line. And the same problem with the batter. Went for a big shot. Shehan.
Shehan should look for the boundary there to release the pressure. It's mounting over Team Abu Dhabi with 3 wickets down, just 23. The first thing must be running off on the mind of Abu Dhabi is to get to 100. How? We'll need to pave the way to 100, to the 3 figures.
This time, Shehan off the mark with this straight shot. That's the basic thing. You're playing first delivery. Try to middle it. Get some confidence. And I'm quite sure this shorter format, you always require energy in this 10 overs game. So, better thing is, stay positive.
Testing him on the back foot, trying to bowl that bouncer. And he's got the great start so far, and now a bit of a chirp.
I like this aggression from this youngster. Look at this. A bouncer and then a typical fast bowler gesture. Went towards the batter and clapped there.
Reminds me a bit of Andrew from South Africa.
And also Wahab Riaz from Pakistan against Shane Watson.
Yeah, Nadeem is in yellow.
Look at this. Again, he's enjoying.
Yeah, that's more important, that you need to enjoy. And why not when you've just given only a run in the over so far, and that too against someone who's been phenomenal. The last game he played, scored 50 and got a player of the match. Nadeem is a very dangerous batter. You need to understand that. You need to pick him up early.
Good delivery. Nicely managed towards third man. 1 run in the end of the over. Again, a very good over from Maruf. Just 2 from it. 25 for 3.
Yeah, there is no better option than Ajmal. Yeah, straight to the fielder. Yeah, that's the difference. When you're under pressure, when you try to play the shots, you don't get a sweet connection. But when things are in place, when you're connecting it well, and you're going well now, by now, if Nadeem would have been around in 20s, that could have been a boundary, that flick.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good delivery. But rightly said that they're under pressure and they're using power instead of going just for the good timing, sweet timing. And Ajmal bowled a tremendous over. Another very good delivery. Very close to the stumps. Beaten.
Now have a look at those 2 wickets that has been taken by Ajmal. Very important wicket, both of them. It was Kamranatha first, who didn't read that bouncer and tried to go straight. And then straight away crushing into the leg stump of Ali Abid. A beautiful scenes here for Ajman. No.
Is it no ball?
Yeah, I think so. That seems to be a no ball there. Mujahid Raza. Come on, tell us what it is.
Still waiting. Oh yes, it's a no ball. So a free hit for Nadeem. And Nadeem, I beg your pardon. Look at this. Oh yes, it's a clear no ball.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
He's just trying too hard probably. He's got 2 wickets already. And just making things more harder for himself now. Rolled his fingers over. Free hit goes up in the air. And that will do the distance as well. Great shot there from Nadeem. That's what he do.
Nadeem was completely ready there. It was licensed to kill. A slow delivery. Idea was okay. But the execution wasn't perfect. The rest of the work done by the Nadeem. Good timing. Powerful strike over the fence for the maximum.
Oh, this is a great comeback now from the bowler. You gotta hit for a 6 and then bounce back with a dot ball. And dot ball in this format is absolutely a giant killer.
He could have played this shot towards fine leg with the straight bat. Just using the wrist The fielder is inside the circle.
Yeah, I think he's backing his strength, trying to go down the ground. And when he did last time, especially when you got a hit and a 6 straight, I would like to keep that tempo on. This time, moving it away from the right-hander. Phenomenal bowling. This has been a terrific spell for Ajmal.
So far, absolutely brilliant. Conceded 13 runs and taken 2 wickets. This is an extraordinary effort in T10 cricket. 1 ball remaining. Nadeem is on strike, a danger man. But Ajmal looks in a very good touch.
On last ball. And he goes between the 2 fielders. That will pass and finds the gap. Boundary to end the over. Much needed boundary there for Abu Dhabi. It's 38 for 3 at the end of 5. Well, it'll be Maroof Babe who bowled that previous over. Excellent. Just given 2 runs in his first over. It's it straight down the ground. An easy single that will bring Nadeem on a strike. And striking in is Mohammad Rashid along with Ahmed Khwaja. To you guys.
Thank you very much, Abid. So, Mohammad Nadeem once again holding it together for Team Abu Dhabi. He's in great form, 2 back-to-back 50s in the D10. And they've lost early wickets. Mohammad Ajmal bowling beautifully this evening in Ajman. Well, this has been lofted over extra. Does it have the distance? Not quite, but put down by Yuvraj. Well, how costly will that prove to be, Rashid?
Oh, I think it'll be very, very costly. Like you were just talking about how good Nadeem has been in this tournament in the last few games. He'll definitely make it count now after being dropped on just 14, I think. That was a good delivery. Enticing the batter to go big. Didn't have that pace. He got the elevation, not the distance. And then Yuvraj Barua, he's a very good fielder. Fumbled. There was a juggle, but just couldn't hold on. That is going to be a costly miss, I can promise you that.
You can see he's still thinking about it, isn't he? Nicely bowled, change of pace delivery. Been impressive, this young Maroof.
Oh, certainly. And all the Ajman bowlers, for that matter, have been very impressive in this game today. They have put pressure on Team Abu Dhabi, who have looked very, very strong in the tournament. But at the moment, they're struggling, I would say. They've lost 3 wickets, just 41 runs on the board in 5.3 overs. Need to finish closer to the 100-run mark.
Concerned expression on the face of the Abu Dhabi captain. They haven't stepped up with the bat today. Off flicked over fine leg. Well, you can't bowl that delivery to a man in prime form. Easy pickings.
Oh, absolutely. That was a freebie down the leg side. Nadeem, we know how good he is. Just placed it perfectly over that fine leg fielder and was always going to be a boundary. It's a lightning quick outfield. And Maroof, I think, just trying a little too hard on that occasion. Gets a boundary.
1.4 overs, only 9 runs conceded. He's done so well overall. Just need to close out your spell now. Focus a bit. Trying a bit too much on that delivery. And Nadeem into the 20s. Slower ball chipped towards that deep extra once again. And look at the distance on that one. That is a ridiculous hit from Nadeem.
Oh, that was a fantastic hit from Nadeem. I didn't think it was from the middle of the bat, but he had so much power behind that. Look at that. Slower delivery. Nowhere near close to the ball. Just opens the face of the blade and clears his front leg. And look at that. How far has that gone? All the way for a maximum. That's a superb hit. Excellent timing on that one from Nadeem. That is how he can make you pay after being dropped. 51 runs on the board. The 50 comes up with that maximum. Good over this for Abu Dhabi.
The sheer physics of that is blowing my mind. How has he timed it so well? Unbelievable strike. And that's the kind of game changer he is. And Maruf, yeah, I think he's still hasn't mentally recovered from that shot.
Oh yeah, they're probably thinking a little too much there. On the run-up, you're not supposed to think when you're on your run-up. Need to decide before you start, before you take off for that delivery.
13 runs in this over. Edged past the keeper. Well, the rub of the green going with Mohammad Nadeem. A streaky boundary to conclude. And you have to feel for poor Maruf. Well, now Abu Dhabi have got the momentum in their favour. 55 for 3 after 6. Some left arm spin being introduced here. Ankur Sangwan coming in from the pavilion end. Excellent bowler, very skillful. And they've just changed up their strategy, Ajman, this evening, Rashid. Now they're using him in a sort of a death bowler's role. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, that's a good move. That's a very good move. They need to break this partnership, get the wicket of Nadeem especially, and then they can target the other batters.
Let's see if it pays off. Oh, good delivery. The arm ball just drifting away from Shehan.
That's a very good delivery from Ankur. This will put pressure on young Shehan. He needs to pick up a single, get to the other end.
For once, Ankur bowling outside the power play. Drag towards long on. There is protection. So young Shehan at least doing the right thing, giving the strike to Nadeem.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do. Nadeem is the informed batter. He's been the aggressor in this partnership. So he'll be the man Abu Dhabi would want to go against Ankur Sangwan. If he can score runs against him, that will put even more pressure on team Ajman, who did well in the first 5 overs.
And well, Adnan ul Mulk is rolling the dice a bit because Nadeem is absolutely devastating against spin. But Ankur, very skillful in his own right. And you can see trying to keep it out of Nadeem's hitting arc.
That's a good thing to do, but slightly wide on that occasion. But the idea was right from Ankur Sangwan. Very intelligent bowler.
Let's see if he can execute here or pick up a wicket as well. Oh, this has been sliced towards deep cover and put down again. This time it's Harshit Kaushik and Nadeem gets another life.
It's been a very, very lucky day for Nadeem. Harshit Kaushik, one of the better fielders in this Ajman unit. That was a good delivery. Outside his arc once again. Trying to open the face of the blade and hit it over him. Oh, I think he didn't judge it well. Just putting that dive momentum, taking that ball away from his...
Lofted towards the deep extra region. Easy catch. Well, this lad will not drop a catch. Ansh Tandon.
Well, Ankur was brought in to pick up a wicket and break the partnership. Did he? Well, he did it really well. First, it was that chance created, and Nadeem was in the trap. But on this occasion, it was young Shehan trying to go big against him. A very good catch taken by Ansh Tandon. He's one of the safest fielders in the domestic circuit. Takes it quite easily. Shehan will have to walk back. 8 deliveries for his 4 runs. 4th wicket down, 58 on the board.
So Basit, the new batter coming in at 6. Oh, didn't read the arm ball. Well, that just shows he's not played Ankur Sangwan that regularly, because that's his stock delivery to the right-hander.
Certainly, very good delivery to first up to the right-hander. And he's another batter who can really go big against the spinners.
Really good over from Ankur Sangwan. A wicket and only 3 runs conceded. 58 for 4. Pretty decent bowling effort from Ajman so far. Abdul Malek 1 for 12 in the power play, not too bad. And 2 wickets for Mohammad Ajmal, who's bowled beautifully this evening, 2 for 17. And Maroof, I think he did a pretty reasonable job as well. Rashid, 2 overs, none for 19.
Yeah, good effort with the ball from the bowlers of Ajman. Other than Abdul Malik, everybody has made sure they don't leak away more runs. And Ankur Sangwan, he was superb. That change of role for him has worked. Now it's going to be Shiraz Pia. I think it's a good move once again from Adnan al-Mulk to bring in his premier bowler and pick up the wicket of Nadeem. That's what they need to do. Basit Hassan at the other end.
Very experienced campaigner, Shiraz. Slow delivery, turned around the corner and beats the fine leg. Smart placement of the ball. And Usman Khan, a bit laborious, but he's finally managed to clean that up.
Yeah, finally saved a couple of runs for his team. That ball looked like it was running away towards the boundary, but it was a slower delivery from Shiraz. Very, very intelligent, like you were talking. He's played a lot of franchise cricket. He's got a lot of experience behind him, so he'll use all of that, especially in these kind of situations where the other team, one of the batters, is doing so well.
If they can just get rid of Nadeem. He did give them chances, but not accepted. Fuller delivery, just pushed into the covers. Will be a single. So looks like even Nadeem has realized he has to be the one who has to stay till the final ball of the innings.
Absolutely. He's very intelligent in that sort of things. He knows that Shiraz Pia has been brought in to pick up a wicket, even though it was a low full toss. Didn't try to go big against him. Just made sure that he gets a single, rotate strike.
So Basit Hassan looking to get underway in the D10. Comes in with a big reputation. Let's see if he can step up to the plate. Round the wicket is Shiraz Pia. Slower delivery bowled into the pitch. That's excellent variation and the value of experience, Rashid.
Certainly. Shiraz Pia is very, very intelligent. He'll keep on bowling those kind of lengths. He'll not let you settle down as a batter. He'll not let you get your timing right against him. And that's a key thing in a shorter format. Basit Hassan looks like a player who will always clear his front leg and try to slog those deliveries out of the park.
Easier said than done against a quality bowler like Shiraz. And so far, Ajman, after coming off a few defeats, are looking razor sharp this evening at the Emirates D10. So far, so good. Oh, beautifully bowled. Well, Mohammad Nadeem went through a few options in his mind on what shot to play. In the end, he tried the glide and missed out.
Well, he knew that he was going to bowl a slower delivery. He was anticipating it. But the kind of pace Shiraz Pia bowls with doesn't give you anything as a batter. And like you said, he had so many thoughts behind that. He could have placed it anywhere, but at the end, missing it completely. Very important game, this one for Ajman. They need to win this to make sure that they cement their place in the top 4.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a real dogfight for that number 3, number 4 position. Excellent Yorker. Pushed into the mid-wicket region. They're looking for 2. Well, Basit was willing, but there was never going to be a couple there.
Good delivery once again from Shiraz. Right in the block hole. And Nadeem, all he could do was just dig it out and pick up a single, get to the other end. This has been a superb over from Shiraz. The previous from Ankur, giving away just 3 and now 10 runs. I beg your pardon, just 5 runs so far in this one.
Excellent bowling from Ajman so far. Everybody has been on the money. And the absence of one player has made such a big impact for Team Abu Dhabi, lacking the services of Rohan Mustafa this evening in this game. Slower delivery, he picked it, but there is a deep square in place. And an excellent spell from Shiraz Ahmed Pia. Only 11 runs conceded. 64 for 4 now, Abu Dhabi. broadcast, streaming and OTT partners of the Emirates D10 2023. You can watch all the action on the FanCode app in India. For the rest of the world, well, log on to YouTube or Facebook and type in Sports Eye, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as the Facebook page. And for the Pakistan and MENA region, download the Myco app from your Apple App Store, Google Play Store, absolutely free of charge, and you can watch all the action. An ITW, Prod G and TPT 360 production for the Emirates Cricket Board. And now we're into the slog overs, so to speak. And looks like it will be Abdul Malik coming back into the attack. And it's time for the floating power play.
Well, floating power play, mandatory at the moment. They didn't take it in the first 8, so it comes in by default in the 9th over. But I don't know if it's a good move to bring in Abdul Malik. He leaked a few runs in that first over, 12. Ankur Sangwan could have been an option as well, but probably going for play pace here.
Heaved away towards mid-wicket. And into the gap for 4. Basit Hassan unleashes.
Oh, that's a very good shot. Not a good delivery to start with from Abdul Malik. With his pace, a short delivery was always going to go for a boundary, if not a maximum. Clears his front leg, and look at that. Places it perfectly. There was nobody at mid-wicket. They had a long on fielder, but it went towards that mid-wicket region. And that's where all these slog hitters go for in these death overs.
Yeah, hit well in front of square on the leg side. Like you mentioned, a long on and a deep square in place for Basit. And this time, just perhaps getting stuck in the pitch there, the ball. Shy at the stumps, and that was silly. That was not needed. The long on was always on the fence. And Basit Hassan baited him into going for that direct hit throw.
Yeah, not good, not good. They need to really understand they can't let too many runs come in, because these are very vital runs towards the end of the innings. It was a good delivery, slower delivery from Abdul Malik. A little too early on to that shot was Basit Hassan, and then realized and went for that extra run.
Giving that fielder a bit of a glare. And outside edge, is it? Not quite. Swing and a miss from Basit Hassan.
And not good, missing out. Having dot balls in the power play overs is not good for Team Abu Dhabi. I think they're lagging behind at the moment on 70 for 4 in 8.3. They just have 9 more deliveries, so need to get as close as possible to the 3-figure mark.
And that's exactly the stroke he should have played, Basit. That back cut. Now he's shadow practicing it. Let's see if he gets another opportunity to execute. Well, he's heaved on the leg side again, though. So you can tell yourself one thing, but when it comes to doing, it's a different kettle of fish.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Trying to go across the line. Missing the stumps by a whisker there. Good delivery from Abdul Malik. Going with his pace now, not bowling those slower deliveries, and deceiving Basit Hassan completely. Run a ball 8 for him. Looks like a struggle now, because he needs to make sure he gives strike to Nadeem at the other end.
Oh, absolutely. He's faced 3 of those 4 power play deliveries. Toe end of the bat, but straight to short third. Ankur Sangwan fires in the throw, but Nadeem was always going to make it.
He's got one more delivery now, Nadeem. What can he do with that delivery? Can he hit him for a maximum? That will certainly give them confidence, that momentum towards the end of the innings. Remember, it's a short format, T10 format. It's always about momentum, how you finish your innings.
And we know that Mohammad Nadeem is strong in that extra cover region. He's already pinged one all the way for half a dozen. So Abdul Malik has to be careful. Bowled him! What a delivery from Abdul Malik. Gets one to zip through. You miss, I hit.
Well, that's a superb delivery from Abdul Malik. Now, he's made sure that the choice to bring him in the power play has worked for Ajman. All that confidence from his captain is he's repaid that faith. Good delivery. Nadeem trying to clear his front leg, go towards the onside. That one hurried onto him and was into the stumps. 35 of 22 for Nadeem. Good knock from him. 2 maximums and 3 boundaries in that. 5th wicket down. 71 on the board for Team Abu Dhabi.
Well, I'm a big fan of Mohammad Ramzan Haidar's helmet, that's for sure. Let's see if he can strike the ball big. Certainly a big, powerful lad. Good fast bowler coming in at number 7. And Ankur Sangwan will be bowling the final over. Let's see if this move pays off or backfires on Adnan ul-Mulk and Team Ajman. Basit Hassan, well, he needs to watch him very carefully indeed. That may be a wide. Yes, it is. Just bowling a bit too wide there, Rashid.
Yeah, I think Ankur is just trying to bowl it away from his arc like he was against Nadeem. A little too wide there on that occasion. Once again, the idea is right.
Drilled hard past the extra cover fielder. But the long off, Ansh Tandon moving very quickly. But they will head through for a couple.
Yeah, good running between the wickets. They always knew it's going to be a couple of runs, even though Ansh Tandon is very swift in the field. He's very quick, gets to the ball in a flash and gets that good throw back. But they had completed those 2 runs, important runs this for Team Abu Dhabi.
Drag towards long on, but it will land in front of him. So let's see the man with the bright green helmet. If he connects, I'm sure it will travel.
Yeah, your favorite helmet, isn't it?
Connects not on the helmet, on Ramzan's bat.
Good bowling from Ankur, slowing it down.
Sliced in the air and dropped at backward point. Well, there seems to be some kind of flu going around because everyone is dropping catches today. Hamdan Tahir had 5 catches dropped of his by Sharjah. We saw Nadeem getting a couple of lives. And now Mohammad Ramzan Haider gets a dolly dropped by Abdul Malek.
Well, you feel for the bowler. There's nothing more he can do. He's created opportunities, Ankur Sangwan, but the fielder is not supporting him.
That's going to be another wide. Good keeping by Abdul Shakur. But I think they won't mind the wides as long as there's no boundaries hit.
Well, certainly. They can't have any boundaries come in. And like I said previously, it's momentum.
Just the toe end of the bat. They're going to push for 2 here. But no chance. Maroof, young lad, has a strong, powerful arm. And Team Abu Dhabi are really struggling here. This is a very below par score here, Rashid.
A big opportunity for Team Ajman to win and make sure they get those 2 points in the points table.
Yeah, it's a must-win game for them. Oh, and a wonderful stumping by Abdul Shakur. This time it was fired. He was unsighted for a while. But look at that clean collect and the bails off in a flash.
And remember, he had the batter in front of him, so he was probably blinded for a couple of seconds. He's done really well moving towards the leg side in a flash. Look at that. Look at where he was and then picks it up brilliantly, very close to the stumps. All he had to do was take the bails off. He did that in a flash. He's a superb wicketkeeper, Abdul Shakur, and he's done really well there. Another wicket falls. Short stay for Ramzan Haider. 2 deliveries, 1 run, 6th wicket down, 78 on the board.
Zishan Ali facing the final ball of the innings. And it is a dot ball to conclude. So Abu Dhabi with a very below par batting effort. Team Ajman, I think the momentum is with them. Ankur Sangwan, a fabulous spell from him. 2 overs, 2 for 10. And well, apart from Mohammad Nadeem, the Abu Dhabi side, nobody really got going. And they will certainly need to bowl out of the skins here to defend 78 runs in the next 10 overs. They do have the quality in their bowling, but it will require a Herculean effort, to say the least.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be about those first 2 to 3 overs. This is the batting card for Team Abu Dhabi. Naik Mohammed, 12 of 8 deliveries. Kamran was taken out of the equation quite early as well. Just 4 runs, 35 of 22. That was the innings that got them going and could manage to get to 78 runs. Nadeem there, 13 of 12 for Basit. And the rest of the batters really not contributing a lot. At the end, 78 runs in 10 overs. Below par for sure, but they've got the bowling to defend that.
In terms of the bowling effort, Abdul Malik, Muhammad Ajmal and Ankur Sangwan with 2 wickets apiece. And all 5 bowlers excellent economy rates. Even young Maroof did a pretty decent job. 2 overs, none for 19.
It's only the catching that they really Ajman need to work on. Otherwise, I think they've done a decent job with the ball in hand so far.
So let's take a look at the highlights of the first innings. It was Ajman who invited Abu Dhabi to bat first. And Kamran Atta, he started off the tournament really well, but just lost his form a touch. Naik Mohammed promoted to open and got a few streaky boundaries against Abdul Malik. That was a big shot, executed well, but it didn't last long, just towing that one, and an easy catch for Ansh at long on. Mohammad Ajmal was superb today, getting Kamran Atta to mistime a pull. Another good catch taken by Ansh. He was certainly busy in the field, and a cracking Yorker to the Abu Dhabi captain. That was where the game just slightly slid away from Abu Dhabi, but Mohammad Nadeem played a very good knock, getting those timely boundaries. He's found his touch and rhythm in the last couple of games and was looking good tonight as well. This was a special shot against Maroof. Look at that, off the back foot, over extra cover for 6. And that was a streaky end to Maroof's spell, but Ankur Sangwan held back to bowl the last 2 overs in that 4-over set from 6 to 10. It was a very effective change by Adnan al-Mulk and certainly paid off dividends. Abdul Malik got hit for a boundary early in the floating power play, but came back well, and then Ankur Sangwan was just too good to hit in the final over, picking up a couple of wickets. So 79 runs is the target for Ajman. Will they hunt it down in the run chase? We'll find out after the break. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to 76 Malek Stadium, where we have got the first innings of match number 22. It was Ajman taking on Abu Dhabi, and Abu Dhabi has been invited to bat first by Team Ajman, where Abu Dhabi didn't had a great start. They had a sedate start. That's how the batting looked like. It was Naik to depart early, and then soon after Kamal Natta also departed, captain coming in for just a couple of deliveries, and he was also gonna clean bowled by Ajmal, and it was Nadeem who holded that one end pretty tight, but in the end not a convincing total on board. 78 runs what they could manage to get there, and this is what the bowlers have done. Wonderful job. Ankur Sangwan, the spinner, just giving 10 and picking up 2. Phenomenal economy there for him. Maruf Babe also created that pressure but didn't pick up wicket. Ajmal amongst the wicket takers, 2 wickets to his name, and he has set the tempo, where Abdul Malik also picked up 2 wickets to his name. And Shiraz Pia with another fine performance of his. No wickets but economy of 5.5 is great, terrific bowling there from Shiraz Pia. Well, joining me in the comm box is Ali Yunus. Welcome, Ali. Well, what do you predict out of this game so far?
Well, not much for Abu Dhabi, I would say. Just 7.9 runs per over needed for Ajman. And we've seen the quality these batters have shown. They've got some quality batters in their lineup. Usman Khan to start off. Harshit Kaushik has scored runs. He's looked really good. So I think it shouldn't be a problem. But still, Abu Dhabi, we know that they're a quality side. They've got good paces. They will make it tough. They will definitely challenge Ajman's side. But definitely Abu Dhabi has missed the services of Rohan Mustafa. I think he's been such a live wire. He's held that innings together, in fact held that team together. And today, not having him in the side, we can see what has happened. They've been just bowled out on 78 runs. So probably they've definitely missed him.
Indeed, missing out the experienced man there. That puts a lot of impact in the game. But now, the 2 openers striping into the middle. Ansh Tandon with the UAE helmet. And he's got a lot of talent, but didn't had a great start of the tournament so far. He's probably looking for his form. Super fit, super talented. A lot at stakes for him, and he needs to get going. That's more important for him.
Absolutely. It's a long tournament. We expect that to happen. Few players peaking their form, some dipping in form. Usman Khan, he also needs form. Although he did score 37 runs, but he was not quite convincing, because he sets high standards for himself. So as per his standard, it was a rusty inning, I would say. He was not middling them. And Tandon, as you said, he needs runs. Just 44 runs in his 3 innings that he has played so far. Strike rate is impressive. But in T10 cricket, it can go up till 180 or 200. That's a good strike rate. Mohammad Mohsin has been very impressive. Look at that economy, 6.60. That's what you want to see more than wickets. It's the economy for the bowlers that matters in this format.
Yeah, he's been wonderful. Great find for Abu Dhabi. He's always amongst those wickets and pretty economical, as you said. Underway, first ball. Expect that ball to move into the right-hander. Yeah, just shaping it away into the right-hander and glide it towards fine leg. And fine leg is up. Quite shocking there for the in-swing bowler. And nevertheless, first runs on board on a very first delivery.
Yeah, that's the trouble now for Abu Dhabi bowlers, because they're just defending 79 runs. Batters, they're not in much hurry. They can take their time, take a couple of overs, get your eye in, get used to the surface. You can always catch up with the runs. That's not a problem, because 78 runs of 59 deliveries with 10 wickets in hand, it's always doable.
Well, like, there is one thing that comes to my mind when we talk about low totals on board. The approach should be very important, that how you go and tackle the low score. Yeah, Subals on the onside. Will he find the boundary? He does quite comfortably. Off the mark with the boundary. Great shot from Ansh.
Yeah, you were talking about the approach. He's made it clear that they're going to go after, and in a hurry they will do it. It's a good opportunity for Ansh to get his form back. Just gave himself a little time. He went back in the crease. That extra time making him that easier shot towards square leg. It's a good start for him. Well, sometimes it happens when both teams need a start, need a good start, especially Abu Dhabi. They will be desperate for a good start. And Ajman don't want to do that. Sometimes it happens, a flashy outside the off stump. If you lose a couple of early wickets, that gives the bowling side that advantage and that edge. They're in the energy after that. So you don't even want to do that.
Yeah, you can't be playing with two minds for me. I think you need to be very clear. Either you're going for the domination, go dominate. Otherwise, if you're just trying to spend some time at the center and play it long, take the game deep and dig in. So I think there should be a clear mindset what you're going with. You can't have a plan A and B for this. Like you'll attack for the first few wickets and then you'll go back. Again, moving away from the left-hander and missing on both occasions unstunned. And I think this is better line and length from Mohsin.
Yeah, moving it away from the left-hander. We're talking about the plans and talking about strategies. Well, it's all about the day. 10 overs. What can you plan? You just hope that one of the batters do well and take the game away from the opponent. That's what they would be hoping for. But still, I would still say that if you lose early wickets, that will give Abu Dhabi that hint, that opening that they're looking for. So you can always take a little bit of time because 74 runs will never be a problem if they stay there till the end.
Oh, there you go. Up in the air. Fielder, catch it is the cry. An easy catch for Ali Ahmed. There you go. We've been talking about wickets and early wicket. That is where Abu Dhabi has struck gold. Walking out is unstunned and not a convincing performance.
Exactly what I was scared of. Looking to attack, looking to go big early on. They've lost one wicket. That's where you give that opening to Abu Dhabi. We saw 69 being defended. You don't want that to happen again. Again, no feet movement. It was all hands, not even covering the line of the ball. That is why he just ballooned it. You just cannot do that when the ball is moving away from you. So first wicket down for Ajman. Anstanden will walk back after scoring 4 runs. It's 5 for 1.
Abdul Shakur. And first ball got off the pads. Leg by signalling umpire. And there will be a boundary for Ajman.
I'm trying too hard. You've got the wicket. Just be disciplined enough. It's 9 for 1. And let's have a look. Just went in with the angle. A little too much swing for him. He couldn't control and no chance for the wicketkeeper to stop that one. End of the first over. 9 for 1 is Ajman. Talking about the starts and that approach that you were mentioning it, I totally agree with you. That's one way of doing it. But Abu Dhabi, in chasing 69 runs, were bowled out. They could not chase that 69 runs against Fujairah. So that thing definitely will be in their mind. It's the belief that if it has happened to them, they can always do it to Ajman. So one way of doing it is to attack. But second, you can always plan it better because victory is what you want, not that extra events or the flair. Nicely driven. Covering the line. That's proper cricket by Usman Khan.
Yeah, the belief that if it can happen to us, it can happen to anyone.
Absolutely.
For that, you need to have a belief in your team. I think fielding plays a major role in that. Yes, in bowling, things are not in your control. But in fielding, you can make it up. Don't drop the catches. Don't give away easy singles. Try to create the pressure. Cut down the boundaries. Stop the batters from coming for 2 all the time. Oh, that's gone up in the air. That is from Usman Khan. A beautiful shot. Mid-off was the region. Cleared the front leg. And up she goes.
Yep, regardless of the situation, he's going to play one way. That's the only way he knows, just to attack and be positive. And he's got that skill in him. He's got the flair in him. He's got that, look at just moving back a little, creating that length for himself. Good batting. And just wanted to go over, just clarity in thoughts that he wants to go over the head, and he did. Although he did not cover the line, but his hands are so quick that it works.
Now this time he goes behind. And third comes in play to take a single. Very good move. You hit a boundary and get to the other end immediately.
Yeah, that's careful approach by Usman. And which is okay, because they're not chasing a big total. So you can take just a little bit of time and then go big. And they've got that firepower in their batting lineup. They've got Harshit Kaushik, who's in tremendous touch. Usman himself has got the quality, has got the skill. It's just about executing it.
Yeah, Abdul Shakur, also former UAE, and knows about batting. Very experienced wicket-keeper batsman. And he's also got big shots. He can really demonstrate any moment whenever he wants to. But it's just that one knock away from getting back into the groove.
Yeah, it's always difficult once you're out of form and you're playing this format, T10 format, when that pressure is on you of scoring runs all the time, quick runs. Look at that bang over mid-wicket. Great shot, great pickup of the length. And he played it where he wanted to.
Well, yeah, there was a pace from Zia Mukhtar. It was a pacey delivery. But to play across the line, not an easy shot to execute. But Abdul Shakur does it so easily. Puts it away, knowing that the mid-wicket is up. Still took the beat.
Yep.
1 for 4.
Quick hands. Quick hands. This is what we have seen most of the batters here in UAE. They rely on their arms and bat speed. Exactly what Shakur did.
Oh, this one up and over. Goes over the point region and gets a boundary on the final delivery as well. 2 back-to-back boundaries. A costly over comes to an end. Given 13, 22 for 1.
Floating power play taken, and rightly so, because Shakur has seen it well for 4 deliveries. He's hitting it them well. Usman also looking very good on the other hand. 2 of the most better hitters in Ajman's side. Zia will ball that floating power play down the track, over the head. Beautiful. Doesn't get any better than this. That great bat swing and the follow through. Everything so cool about this shot.
Yeah, if you notice that before Mohsin takes that jump, he was already down the ground, down the pitch. Look at that. Before releases the ball, he was stepped a couple of steps out and made room and gone over the mid-off. And that's the reason he's taking the power play. He gets that extra second.
That's what he does. He's got that great gift of timing in him, Usman Khan. Again, giving himself room, up and over. Again, beautiful shot, angling it towards point boundary. He's dealing in boundaries at the moment, looking very good.
I think the cricket has changed over the years. There's no more cricket that you have picked up a boundary and then go to the other end. If you're going, go on. Keep the paddle on the accelerator. That's another boundary here. Now 4 boundaries back to back for Team Ajman. 2 from Shakur, and this one again making room, coming down the track. They probably would be looking for another one. This time on the onside, hammered. And that's been straight away to the fielder. I tell you, even at the boundary line, that ball was travelling with a lot of speed for the fielder.
Yeah, quite some force behind that shot by Usman Khan. And we expect that, because he has delivered for UAE. I mean, local tournaments. He's played some quality innings in Pakistan Super League also. He's scored that fastest 100 for Multan Sultan. I think he's got that skill, that potential in him. But this inning of 15 will get him going in this tournament. We've seen him struggle in previous games, but this is looking good for Ajman and him. Oh, missed. Everything missed. The bat, the stumps. Lucky, very lucky, Shakur.
It's quite predictable that Mohammad Mohsin will bring the ball into him. So that's why when you see the batters, when they're dancing down the track, they're making room also at the same time to generate that force and also get a little bit of a room.
Yeah, it would have been better if we, rather than moving it away from the ball, move it towards the ball, go cover the line and look to hit straight. It will give him more opportunity to score runs. Rather than going cross, it has that element of risk that he will lose the wicket. But going straight will have more benefits.
Yeah, just this time tucked it away. This is more like it. I think Usman is the right man to take charge here because it's the floating power play where you want to maximize this. Mohsin already got a wicket here, but then he'll be looking to pick up another wicket. If he can pick up Usman, we'll have a match in our hand.
Yeah, just not one, but couple of quick wickets they need because only 47 runs or 43 deliveries. No pressure whatsoever on Ajman. They're off to a flyer. 2.5 overs, 32 runs. So one wicket, maybe less, but couple of wickets in quick time will help. Lots of changes being made. This is the last ball of the floating power play. We say deep square leg and deep mid wicket in place. Fielder of long on has been brought in the circle.
Yeah, one last delivery from Mohammad Mohsin. Again, this one hit on the onside, straight to the fielder. He'll pick up one. A decent over for both the sides. 11 coming off this power play over. And 33 for 1 at the end of 3, Ajman. A Sports Eye where you need to watch the live action. YouTube.com/sportseye. Even at the Facebook, you can tune in to get these exciting games of Emirates D10 powered by FanCode. We had a fantastic game where we saw Fujairah taking on Sharjah, and Sharjah had a very thumping victory over Fujairah. And now it's match number 22 where we are having Ajman taking on Abu Dhabi. And Abu Dhabi didn't had a great start. And they just managed to score 78 runs in their 10 overs. And then in reply, Ajman is going with some great pace on. 33 for 1. We are just into the 4th over. Ibrar Shah has been the boy, the talk of the town. So yeah, he's got a raw talent. He's already provided a lot of wickets for his team.
He's got a good action, good run-up also, and good pace also. Very impressive. And he's a thinking fast bowler. He knows how to bowl. Because in T10 cricket, we know that it can be very tough being a bowler. But he has done really well. A bit of sling in his action too. So that makes it extra difficult for the batters to pick his line in length. So a great prospect, not just for Abu Dhabi, but for UAE. Maybe in times to come, you may see him represent UAE. At the moment, he's doing it for Abu Dhabi. He's doing it a good job. And all these victories that Abu Dhabi had early on, he's played a major role in those victories. We've been talking about Rohan Mustafa's and Atta, but he has been right up there with them in performance.
Yeah, put away on the onside straight to the fielder. A bit of an unsung hero for Abu Dhabi. He's got the raw talent so far. There is a long way to go for him to represent a national side. But what I think is where is lethal, that you said that sidearm action, he's got that slinging action. If he can get that Yorker right, practice more with that action, it's always been a great, when you execute those Yorkers are hard to play.
Absolutely.
Well, we can't have a better example. Oh, this one is gone over and straight to the fielder. Then Lasit Malinga and of course Waqar Yunus. Yeah.
Yeah, but Lasit Malinga had a lot of sling. Waqar Bhai had a little one for the reverse swing. For the swing, but example would be, I think nowadays it's Zaman Khan from Pakistan. I think he's doing a great job, Pathirana. And it was all Lasit Malinga that after him, all these slingy bowlers came into action. It's always difficult, but usually what we see from the fast bowler is ball coming from up to down. From this sling, the ball is coming from down to up. It makes it more difficult. He doesn't have much of the sling. He's got just a little. But we're talking about somebody like Lasit Malinga, as you mentioned, Pathirana nowadays, Zaman Khan. So from that side on angle, you're looking at from towards the pitch. And from there, the ball comes up to you. Usually what we see is from the conventional bowlers, the ball is coming right up, high arm action from up to down. That's normal cricket. So that's what is difference between the regular bowlers and somebody who's got sling. Ibrat is okay, is good for reverse swing. But that proper swing is difficult to check.
And also very tough to have the control as well with his slinging bowling actions. Yeah, he's banged on short-length delivery. And a good one. Brilliant over from Ibrar Shah. Just given 3. It's 36 for 1.
Sharjah on top. 7 matches, 7 big victories. We expect that. Fujairah has picked up excellently in the middle of the tournament. And Abu Dhabi, if they are beaten in this game, and Ajman will move up to them most likely. They still might not, but this is in the middle of the tournament. So they just want to have that victories going. Most likely they will be defeated in this game. That will not do good to them. They've already have got a couple of losses. Another one add to that list. Because after this, they're coming towards the business end of the tournament. You cannot lose your form. We've seen Ajman picking up in form. We've seen Emirates picking up in form. So every team by this time has got their plannings and they're playing 11 right. So be spot on for the cricket that you play going forward in this tournament.
I think there's a big margin between number 4 and number 5. When you talk about Emirates Red, who are number 5, they've got 5 defeats. So for me, I think they are pretty much out in this contest.
It's a long tournament. You just never know. Couple of defeats here for Abu Dhabi and couple of wins in the next couple of games for Reds or Blues even. Because it's a long tournament. It's still halfway there. So you just never know. Teams are picking up. We've seen some good cricket played by Reds in short period of time, span of time. They haven't got the results on their side, but they do have some good players. So you got to be spot on, keep winning, keep that momentum going like Sharjah is doing.
Yeah, I think still we at halfway mark. Then we've got more games to come. Each side plays 12 games, so those are plenty of numbers. So you can pick up the momentum any time. I mean, at the game number 7, if you pick up and you make 5 more wins, you're maybe into 4.
Absolutely, that's what I was referring to. So Abu Dhabi, the day before yesterday, had a couple of defeats in one day. They're going to lose, most likely will lose this game also. So 3 losses in 2 days. That's what I'm talking about Abu Dhabi. Because they're such a quality side, having Rohan Mustafa in their side. They've got a good bowling side. We don't want to see that. Initially, I thought they are the only team that will challenge Sharjah at some point. But it's just losing the form. Cuts beautifully. Excellent timing and placement by Usman. Ajman is looking good alongside Fujairah because Usman is looking good for them.
Well, never looked that ball was available there to play the cut shot. Not a lot of width. Nothing wrong with the delivery. It's a pure class of Usman Khan who's put that one away. Beautifully plays that cut shot for 4 runs.
Yep, he created that length. As you said, it was not initially available. But just have a look at his footwork, the way he moves around, goes across and creates that length, and then those quick arms come into play. Good batting.
Yeah, he's class. Goes deep in his crease. And just probably he was looking to go deep in the crease and play on the onside.
Yeah, that's what he does. He moves around. He goes deep in the crease to create that length and moves away from the stumps to sometimes to create that width also. Just in the previous delivery, what we saw, he moved away from the stumps, goes deep, and creates that line where he is easily able to cut the ball. So that is good, sensible, smart batting as far as this format is concerned.
Well, I've been to some of his partners who bat along with him. Oh, this time he's just tried to play the ram shot, which was not needed at all, and he's got those furniture disturbed.
Yeah, one shot too many. Too much movement, too much experiments, too much flair. Sometimes it backfires, and it does. For Usman and Ajman, as you said, it was needless. There was no point because they were cruising along easily, nicely, and then came that fancy shot, not covering the line at all. Too much risk involved for that shot, for the result. Jubilation for the bowler, and why not? He's got a big wicket in form of Usman Khan. He scored 23 runs. It's 42 for 2. Another very impressive left-hand batter, Harshit Kaushik, played that superb inning of 91 in the first game. Strike rate very impressive, 191.95, 167 runs. And if he gets going, it will be over very soon. Abid?
Well, if you think that you can bowl it away from his arc, that's where he is dangerous. Just like that. If you bowl it away, he can bat really easy there. Yes, they've just got a good start here. A very important wicket also for Ramzan. Let's have a look at that dismissal. Tries to play the scoop shot. Moved a lot of across the line. Yeah. Once you missed that one. Showing all your 3 stumps. It's never a comeback for you. 2 wickets down, 23 of 15 for Usman Khan. Ansh got out early, scored run a ball 4. It's Abdul Shakur Sher along with Harshid, who is constructing this inning for this chase. Well, time for me to take the chase for K. Asif and Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Abid. So Ibrar Shah will continue. First over was a quick one. He's been the standout performer with the ball for Abu Dhabi. But down the leg side, well, the commentator's curse is undefeated. As I welcome K. Asif alongside me in the comm box. Good evening, boss.
Good evening, everybody. And it's Ajman. They are 35 runs away from this victory on 30 deliveries. Looks okay. Abu Dhabi once again a bit shaky. They've started well, but in the batting, their main performers, they didn't play well. Abrar is a very good bowler. But yes, as Ahmed said, the commentator's curse.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's just lost his line and length. It's a bit of a nervous phase for Ajman. They've lost their main batter, Usman Khan. 34 of 30, fair enough. It's a straightforward equation. But if you lose another wicket or 2 here, or if there is a quiet over, I think that pressure will build, Asif.
Yes, that's right. But still, that looks really nice. And that's the better technique. Take singles. You're not in hurry. Ajman, they're looking forward to get a victory now.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see this man's approach. Harshit Kaushik, one of the more outlandish 6 hitters we have in the D10. What a knock he played in the opening game of the tournament for himself. 91 of just 40 deliveries with 8 sixes. So that's his calling card. But it requires a different kind of innings this evening.
Yes, and after Asif Lala, his strike rate is remarkable.
Unbelievable. Such a clean striker of the ball, especially over square leg and that mid-wicket region. Abdul Shakur, very experienced former UAE national team wicketkeeper. So he should be able to assess the scenario and look to take the game home.
Well, when we talk about the partnerships, it does matter. Either it's the shortest format, and the previous game, Sharjah, once again, they have proved themselves, even after so many mistakes in the fielding.
Oh, absolutely. A clinical performance. Smashed towards mid-wicket. But there is protection. Basit Hassan out there. So Shakur just looking to open up here. Trying to make a statement against the young Ibrar Shah. But that's not required at this stage.
Yes, that's correct. That the game awareness is really important, Ahmed. And if you are checking each and everything, keeping an eye and keeping in your mind that the match is okay, the things are in our hand, then there is no need to take risk.
Oh, absolutely. Completely agree with you there. Down the leg side again. Well, they're appealing. It has brushed something according to them. And no, the umpire says, nice try. It's a wide.
Look at the gesture from the Harshit Koshet. He was confirming from the umpire. It's a wide delivery because Ibrar Atta was asking for the caught behind.
Yeah, clearly missed everything. Although he's getting a hint of shape on the ball. This angle should tell us better. Yeah, completely missed. Very close to the leg stick. But when you bowl down the leg side to start your delivery, it's always going to go against you. Young umpire Mohammad Kashif. Round the wicket this time, bowled into the pitch. And just didn't arrive to Harshit, did it?
Yes, that's right. It was a change of pace. And when we talk about the abilities of Ibrar, see he's bowling his second over, conceded only 8 runs. Yes, couple of wayward deliveries from him in this over, but he's looking behind to get a wicket. And he's chasing batters, bowling some slow deliveries. Once again, when we talk about his variations, so far, impressive.
Attempted Yorker, beautifully bowled. And nice adjustment by Harshit as well. He's just dug it out and taken a quick single.
Another very good delivery from Ibrar and targeting the stumps. A Yorker very well managed by the batter, Harshit. Wow, brilliant bowling there.
He's a special talent, is Harshit Kaushik. And he executes that difficult middle order role, the aggressor, the finisher, that has a very high failure rate. So you need to have a big heart. You need to be compact as well with your technique. Often have to bat in difficult situations, on difficult pitches as well. Very exciting talent. And here comes the Abdul Shakur paddle. Just got the bottom half of the bat. Somehow he squeezed it to the left of that fine leg fielder. 50 up for Ajman with 4 overs to go. 29 needed off 24. Excellent opening burst from Mohammad Mohsin. 2 overs, 1 for 16. Zia Mukhtar into the side this evening, but was expensive. And young Ibrar Shah, once again, a very exciting and energetic spell. 2 overs, none for 10. Ramzan Haider, well, he's got a wicket to his name, but there you can see Asif, they still have to use their 5th bowler.
Yes, and now the question is that who could be the 5th bowler? Mohsen, Zia, Ibrar Shah, Ramzan Haider, they would have to bowl 1 over each. And what could be the option? Abu Dhabi, because Rohan is not playing. Rohan, sometime he used to bowl 2 overs, very handy. I like his bouncer with the, very short run-up.
Yeah, he certainly was missed in the bowling and in the batting especially. Ramzan Haider will continue. And Abdul Shakur will try that ramp again. Mishandled by the keeper. Well, that's a soft single conceded. You had just built up a bit of momentum with some tight overs.
I don't know why Ramzan, I beg your pardon, Shakur is trying to improvise. Why he's not taking singles?
Yeah, what's the need for that shot? Maybe they want to finish the game early. But in the process, if you lose a wicket or two, well, you never know what can happen. Kamranata just directing some traffic, making sure the fielders are in the right position. It's quite amazing for me how Ramzan Haider is able to bowl quick with specs on. Toe end of the bat towards deep cover. Oh, Naik Mohammed. Well, today has been the day of dropped catches in the D10. That's another chance grasped.
I think it was a bit difficult chance, isn't it? You could see Naik is having bulky physique. It was straight, but oh yes, just short.
So that was a chance, a half chance created. Casual fielding. Oh, beautifully bowled, attempted Yorker. And smart batting from Harshit. He knows that one boundary they need. He is plenty capable to deliver it. So just biding his time.
25 to win of 21 deliveries. And so far, this over is going in the favor of Abu Dhabi. 3 deliveries remaining. Shakur, you'd have to play till the end of the game now.
Yeah, especially at that strike rate. At least you need to finish off the matters. Swing and a miss from Abdul Shakur again. Well, looks like he's feeling the heat.
And Harshit Koshit, he's just telling him, just take a single, just play with the straight bat. There's a huge gap. You can just play with the soft hand. Maybe they could take a couple there.
Absolutely. Mid-wicket on the leg side is completely bare. A lot of free real estate. You can build up a couple of high tower buildings there. There's so much space available.
I like your approach.
Just nudge it into the gap and take 2. But that's not the way Abdul Shakur plays. This is what he wants to do. Toe end of the bat, gone straight up. And will plug and land in front of the long on fielder. They have taken 2, but another unconvincing stroke.
That's right. That wasn't a confident shot. Wanted to clear the fence. Didn't time well. Yorkerland delivery. Ball was okay. But the fielder was inside the circle. So 2 more runs. Abu Dhabi, they're looking forward to bowl some dot deliveries.
23 needed of 19. Well, finally the ramp has come off for Shakur. And he gets it over that fine leg fielder for a much needed boundary.
That was his 3rd effort. 60 for 2.
So the 5th bowling option coming on to bowl, young Zishan Ali. Took a bit of tap in the previous game, but he is a talented youngster, swings the ball. Let's see if he can get it right. It's asking a lot of the young man. It's just run a ball stuff for Ajman. But a wicket or 2 here could change the game. Oh, it's gone straight up. Kamranata underneath it. Oh, he's taken a wonderful catch. There was a lot of confusion between him and the fine leg fielder Ramzan, but in the end, he waved him off and took a great grab.
Well, good effort from Kamran Atta and an important wicket, Harshit Koshet. He wanted to hit over the mid wicket and it was top edge, high in the air. Very well judged catch. It's not easy for the wicket keepers, but credit goes to Kamran Atta. Brilliant effort. 60 for 3.
Mohammad Ajmal bowled beautifully. Now may need to provide the finishing touches with the bat. Genuine all-rounder. He is a bit hit and miss with the bat. And let's see if he can just knock off these final few runs. Or will we have a twist in the tail of this game? And smart batting. Just pushed out to the covers for a single. That's all you need. They're just making it more difficult for themselves, Asif.
That's right. That's right. It's very simple. You'd have to take singles, run a ball, and that was the wicket where Harshit Koshet lost his confidence, temperament, and Kamran Atta made no mistake.
Yeah, that is disappointing from Harshit. Just a rush of blood and paid the ultimate price. Nicely pushed away towards that cover sweeper. Now after that boundary, seems like Abdul Shakur has just relaxed a bit.
He will have to take the responsibility, especially after losing an important wicket of Harshit Koshet. Ajmal is there. He was superb with the ball. And here, now the responsibility to make some more runs, maybe 5-10 runs, and take a part in the victory of his team.
Nicely bowled once again. Maybe there could have been a thought to bring that cover sweeper in and entice them into playing a boundary shot on the offside. But so far, Ali Abid seems to be content to just perhaps take the game to the final over.
Yeah, that's correct. They will try to bowl some more dot deliveries and maybe a little bit crisp in this game.
You never know. Funnier things have happened. Maybe even a super over. That would be exciting. Oh, beautiful punch over extra cover. Shakur. Glorious timing and placement.
It's a good shot from Shakur. He was struggling, but this time looks little confident now. Down the track, middling well. Placed over the extra cover for the boundary.
Lovely shot. Lovely shot there. Just caressed it over the top. 24 of 19. It's a good hand played by the Ajman wicketkeeper. And there you go. That ramp over short third this time. A touch of genius from Abdul Shakur Sher.
Yes, plenty of experience, and you could see in his batting. It was, again, good improvisation from him. And 8 gone, 71 for 3.
Mohammad Nadeem, the left-arm spinner, coming on to bowl, and I think Abu Dhabi have decided that perhaps this game is lost. Chipped back to the direction of the bowler, but will be a single. So those twin boundaries from Shakur have pretty much settled affairs here, Asif.
Yes, he is fulfilling your wishes. This is what you were thinking?
Nicely bowled arm delivery. That's his stock ball, just getting it to curve in the air and drift onto the mid and leg stump of the right-hand batter. So back to the drawing board for the men in yellow. They have certainly missed Rohan Mustafa in this game.
Why Ali Abid brought him early?
Or skewed away in the gap. Got half a fingernail on it. Did the short third fielder. But they will easily make 2 runs. That's a very good question you ask, Asif. Mohammad Nadeem certainly a very capable bowler, perhaps because Harshit was at the crease and they were afraid he would connect on one of those monster sixes he hits over cow corner or square leg. Pushed out to mid-wicket for 1. So it seems to be just a matter of knocking off the runs here for Team Ajman and getting a much-needed victory.
That's correct. Sometimes, especially in cricket, you'd have to take some brave decisions. Keep one thing in your mind, that's give confidence to your players.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about the mental space at this level. The skills and talent gap is not that much. Lofted down the ground by Shakur. And that is the winning blow. A fabulous knock to finish off the game for Ajman. A priceless 2 points and a commanding victory.
Very good effort from Shakur. And tournament 4, number 359. Good effort, 33 on 22. Ajman won by 7 wickets. And it's a very important victory against Abu Dhabi.
Indeed, a victory set up by the Ajman bowlers. So I think Adnan Al-Mulk will be very pleased with the efforts of his lad. They won the toss, elected to bowl first, and they executed the plan. They restricted Abu Dhabi to a very below par total, and in the end, they've hunted down the target with an over to spare. That's a good day at the office, and they have another game this evening, so they will go into that with a lot of confidence and self-belief.
Correct. Abu Dhabi on points table, they're number 2. If you see a clear difference, Osman started well, but Shakur ends up with the winning shot, 33 on 23 deliveries.
Yeah, that's all that was really required. 2 batters to get in and make some significant runs. And Osman provided the early runs in the power play, and then Abdul Shakur maximized it. 1 wicket apiece for Mohammad Mohsin, Ramzan Haider, who bowled well as well, and Zishan Ali. But other than that, there was always never enough runs on the board for the men in yellow.
Zia Mukhtar, they remain expensive, 13 in 1 over. Mohammad Mohsin bowled nicely. And,
well, let's take a look at the highlights. And Ansh Tandon started off well, but then a rash shot trying to play across the line to Mohsin. That was his downfall. Zia Mukhtar, like you mentioned, was expensive, was taken to task by Usman Khan. And anytime they dropped the ball short, it was Abdul Shakur taking advantage. And Usman playing that crisp knock in the power play, took advantage of the field restrictions. This was a fabulous cut shot, just flying past the point fielder. But then 1 shot too many and got cleaned up. And there you can see Abdul Shakur with his trademark ramp. He did it over fine leg and he did it over third. That was a poor dismissal for Harshit. He'll be disappointed with that. And look at that, just guiding the ball over the fielder. And then this chip down the track, lovely placement to seal the deal for Ajman.
congratulations, Ajman. And that's the match story. Match summary: Abu Dhabi 78 for 6. Mohammad Nadeem was top scorer. And Ajman, they have won the match in the 9 overs. And courtesy, some good batting from Abdul Shakur.
33 not out of 23 for him. A good fluent knock. And in the end, Ajman won by 7 wickets. and an over to spare. Well, we'll take a short break and be right back as Abid Ibrahim gets in position for the post-match presentation.
Well, welcome to the post-match presentation of this game number 22, where Ajman has taken on Abu Dhabi, and it was Ajman who won the toss and invited Team Abu Dhabi to bat first. And I think the plan has worked on and kicked on from the word go. They had a brilliant start where Ajman picked up early wickets. Apart from the first over, the remaining all those overs keeping on those wickets, never let the batters settle on. And it was in the end Ajman getting that miserly a low total on board of 79 runs was posted by Team Abu Dhabi in all allotted 10 overs. But then in reply, Ajman brilliant with the ball in hand. They have done well, and with the batting it was Usman Khan who did the major damage up to the order, and rest it was quite easy chase on. They have chased it down with one over to spare. I've been joined by Mr. Iftikhar Ali, who will be presenting the Player of the Match award, and that goes to Ankur Sangwan for his brilliant 2 overs, 10 and 2 wickets. Ankur, please come forward to collect your Player of the Match. What a phenomenal performance this has been from Ankur Sangwan, and more of a team efforts there. अंकुर कितना आसान था जब 2-4 विकेटें गिरी हुई थी, फिर आपने आके बॉलिंग की और अच्छी बॉलिंग की, आपको रन आपने बचाए काफ़ी टीम के लिए?
हाँ, बस हमारा प्लान ही यही था। कप्तान ने बोला था कि रन सेव करने हैं, विकेटें अपने आप मिल जाएंगी, और हम अपने प्लान पे कामयाब रहे तो बहुत कम जल्दी रोक दिया उन लोगों को।
लग रहा था कभी कहीं 80 रन है शायद कहीं मुश्किल हो, या लगा कि 80 रन है हो जाएंगे आराम से?
नहीं, कहीं भी मुश्किल नहीं लगा, क्योंकि विकेट बहुत ईजी था, ना कुछ उसमें विकेट में ब्रेक था, ना स्विंग था, तो बहुत ईजी लग रहा था, तो कहीं भी पैनिक नहीं हुए हम लोग।
ना ब्रेक था ना स्विंग था, फिर भी 2 विकेटें 10 रन देके।
हाँ, बस वो प्लान पे थे ना कि बैट्समैन के बिल्कुल अपोजिट बॉलिंग करनी है, उसकी कमजोरी पे बॉलिंग करनी है, तो वहीं पे रहे तो हम कामयाब हो गए।
वेल डन एंड कीप दैट कमिंग।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Well done, Ankur. Well, that was Player of the Match, Ankur Sangwan, for the game number 22. But don't go anywhere. We have got the next game lined up between two Emirates. Emirates Blues taking on Emirates Red. Stay tuned. The more actions are underway.